Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory, and I have finally gotten myself my first uranium sword. So if we do quickly run over to the mold list right now, obviously it's just at a standard chance because I only have my mold up to level 100. However, as you can see, it does 300 times value, which is very, very nice indeed. So for me, this is actually quite hard to get, and this is it over here right now. So right now it's at unique minus best, not really anything too great apart from the uranium itself, and it's already at 48 billion, which is actually pretty good. And yeah, this sword looks absolutely insane. So obviously looking right now, it's just kind of green inside of here. However, if we go ahead and pick this up, look how crazy this thing looks. This is not like a sword. This is more like a meat cleaver with lasers going through it or something like that. This thing is absolutely crazy. So what I'm going to do real quick, I was actually going, I was trying to get this up to unique, my damage sword. However, I'm going to take this one off and put this one down, and we're going to go ahead and actually upgrade my polisher instead. So basically how I got this thing, you'll be able to see it on the screen right now. The chance was 1 in 189,000 RNG, which is absolutely crazy. I had my molder on level 550 as well on top of that. So yeah, it was still really hard to get, and obviously it took me quite a while. However, we finally got our first uranium sword, and what I'm actually going to go ahead and do now instead is try and get up my quality. So obviously right now it's only on best, which isn't that great, but we're going to go ahead and see how high we can actually get this throughout the course of the video, and so on and so forth. So right now I'm not too sure what my quality list is going to be like in terms of RNG. Looking at it, it seems like remarkable is pretty easy to get a 1 in 1,000. Exquisite should be more or less guaranteed all the time. Extravagant, 1 in 3,000, fairly easy. In terms of what I could actually be getting, if I wait long enough, I probably could get marvellous. I definitely could get outstanding as well, or astounding, even. Same thing, either way. But yeah, it's definitely really good that I've actually got uranium, and it's actually a really good looking sword. We've already got up to a tremendous right now, which is bringing it up to 97 billion. And if we do look on our net worth right now, as you can see, we have a net worth of 2.83 trillion, which is very nice. And what I want this sword to do is at least maybe get me up to around 3.5 trillion. Now, obviously, that means we're going to have to get a sword that's around 700 billion value. However, already at fantastic, it's doing pretty well. Up to 123 billion, and boom, up absurd there, up to 158 billion. And obviously we can still get up some of the enchants as well, so that should help as well. So really the main thing that I'm looking for right now is to maybe get it to around brilliant, maybe, because then that way it's going to be really good. And if I can get it up all the way up to astounding, that's going to be even better. And I do believe astounding was a little bit easier compared to what uranium was at before. So hopefully we should be able to get astounding within a couple of hours or something like that. And yeah, right now we are at 158 billion. But it genuinely looks so cool, especially on the unique sword as well, with it already being green. The uranium thing down here looks really, really cool, and hopefully it'll look as cool in the thumbnail as well. But yeah, as you can see right now, I would actually like to maybe get my damage sword up to uranium just for the looks. Obviously right now we're nearly at 1 trillion health. I mainly just need to keep leveling up, which we can keep doing. However, right now the sword is still doing 848 billion, and there's no real way for me to get it up more apart from getting it up to unique minus or above. So we're going to have to do that at some point. But let's go ahead and come into here and just kind of test it out a little bit. There is some insane bosses in here. I did kill a godly boss before. I think it was godly minus. But let's go ahead and look at all these things following us. The new animations are actually really cool. I do like the new animations as well. So I'm really happy that they've changed that, because obviously beforehand it was a little bit glitchy, and I was wondering where the ultimate boss went. Turned around, apparently we've already killed it. Very fair. But yeah, there we go. We've got some cool swords, I think. Obviously, they're not exactly going to be worth upgrading. So what did I actually get? I got an Insane Plus Plus, an Omega Plus, and the Ultimate. Now, I'm not going to upgrade them because they're not really worth upgrading for me. I may as well just get them sold now and just get whatever XP I can out of them. But yeah, let's have a look at our uranium sword once more after we've wasted a little bit of time. And it's not actually gone up. Sadness. What chance is absurd? Let's have a quick look. So absurd is only 1 in 120, so that's probably why we got it so quick. We should get exquisite fairly soon, and that way it should bring us up to maybe 200 billion at some point. There we go, exquisite, boom, 220 billion. What's the odds of chances of that, of me talking about it and then getting it? But yeah, then we can more or less get remarkable, extravagant, phenomenal after that, and they should really get us up quite high. And I probably will wait it out until I get astounding, probably, and hopefully at that point it will be worth around 700 billion, and then I could either go ahead and probably buy the more cash thing, which will get us even more cash, and that will probably bring us to around around 1 trillion maybe in terms of value on the sword, which will be very, very nice. So yeah, we'll see how this thing goes, and obviously by the time the next video comes out, I will probably have an update on what I've done with this sword, and hopefully as well on top of that, we'll also get this sword here, my damage sword, up to unique minus as well, because I do really like having a lot of damage. But yeah, really cool overall. And in terms of going for a quad spawn in my server right now, we are still around 1,000 away, so around 6 or so hours away from getting the quad spawn to happen, and then hopefully that might be at least exotic minus. Then we can go ahead and get another uranium sword worth a lot more. But yeah, really happy overall that we've managed to get uranium, and I've just got to look at this thing once again because it looks insane. This thing looks really cool. I'm definitely going to try and get this on all of my damage swords whenever I get a new one. But yeah, really cool overall. Let's try and get this thing up to around 700 billion value. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.